Hey everybody, Stonic14 here. I do have a NBA 2K13 video for you guys, but instead of talking about the gameplay, I'm going to speak on an event that I feel is a lot more important in the world of sports that we know and love. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do who've been watching the news today. Earlier this morning, a assailant descended upon Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, and proceeded to fire what witnesses are claiming at least 100 rounds into people after school. Uh, Sources are claiming that there are about 30 people dead, 18 to 20 of them being children. Sandy Hook Elementary School is a school for kindergarten up to the fourth grade, so it's many kids there who will be between the ages of 5 and 9. The law enforcement in the city have conf not confirmed, I shouldn't say. They've named the suspect as Ryan Lanza. Said he was a gentleman in his 20s, and they believe he did have a child who went to Sandy Hook Elementary School. Um, Newtown is a small city. I think it's got like at least 30,000 people at the most, somewhere around that range. But it's about 45 miles away from Hartford, Connecticut, and it's about 8 miles away from New York City. Just to show, give you guys an idea of where this is going on at. And this is just coming right on the heels of the mall shooting that occurred in Portland, Oregon, which took the lives of 3 people. Here, this is even on a grander scale, considering how many people were killed. But it's just a shame to see uh, young people like these kids who fell victim to just such a senseless crime. Um, my heart goes out to all the families, and my prayers go out to all the families who were affected by this. And you know, it's just a shame to see something like this happen. Um, it's really got my mind wrapped around this because considering all the things that have gone on, it just seems like things aren't safe anymore. Coming from the uh, the shooting at the movie theater in Colorado when the Dark Knight Rises premiere, going all the way back to the events at Columbine. Um, you know, all this stuff. It's just a shame because it makes it feel like it's not safe for you to go anywhere. You don't know when the next crazy event like this could happen. It might not be, at a school. It could be at a church. It could be at a library. It's just showing how insane and unsafe things are now because it's just happening anywhere. It just seems that anyone with uh, I don't want to say a condition because I don't know the state of mind that these people are in, but it just seems that anyone with a problem is just taking them out through unnecessary and extreme violence. And I haven't heard anyone talk about the person, the assailant in this elementary school shooting, but I do remember reading about the mall shooting that happened a couple of days ago, and people were saying that the guy who went in and shot the people up at the mall, he said that he, for the most part, he had been, a nice and a calm person. And now his girlfriend didn't notice some strange things about him, and then said he recently had quit his job or something like that. But I guess it just throws me for a loop because every time we have one of these events where a large amount of people are killed in such a senseless violent crime, it always seems that someone comes out and says, the person was usually a nice and calm kid. I don't understand how that can be the case, considering the not the tragedy, the extremity of the tragedy that's going on. Like, you know, people who are happy and content don't do stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I think it's something that probably won't be solved anytime soon because it's a matter of what that person lets you want to believe. People can say, oh well, somebody should pay more attention to the person to notice when things are going crazy or if he's acting strange like that. But at the same time, people like that they might not tell you anything. You may notice something's wrong with him, but no one thinks that a person who is in a bad state of mind is gonna go around and just one day decide I'm gonna shoot up people. Especially an event like this. This is children, ages 5 to 9. I have a 11-year-old brother, and you know just imagine someone out there. You can't really wrap your head around the fact that someone out there will want to put a kid around his age in harm's way. But it just seems to happen, not more and more often, but it just seems to happen in events like this in America, and it's just a shame. Um, I don't want to get into a political debate on YouTube because it's just not necessary. But I feel like people say, "Oh, it should be stricter gun laws and unstricter gun laws." I don't think that that's really going to change anything. It's just in terms of it's not a matter of where these people get the guns from. It matters what they do with it. And you can't look at a person, you can't judge a person and automatically say, "Oh, well, I think he doesn't deserve to have a weapon because we don't know what he's going to do with it." It's not something that can be determined so easily as that. And it's just a shame because these are kids. This is the next generation that we're trying to bring into the world, and they're being marred and tainted by all this senseless violence. And you have to wonder what's going to happen to them. Um, what are they going to end up growing up feeling? Some of them are going to end up being traumatized, by the events that occurred. You just don't know. I will say my hearts and my prayers are going out to all the families and the victims that were affected by this events today. And all you can do is just pray that something like this doesn't happen again. It's sad and it's a shame, but and as sad as it makes me say this, nothing we can do can bring those people back. Nothing we can do can change back time and reverse all those things from happening to make these events go back. There's not gonna be a way for these kids to wake up and see their friends again. But
The
that's
team
all I
struggled
gotta
to
say
stay
for
in the
now,
game
guys. So
tonight, and the
I'll see
final
you
score ended
in
up
the next
not
video.
being even
Hopefully, it'll be on
close.
more
Do you think there
happier
was
terms.
anything you or the team could have done differently to change the outcome?
Mm, Probably scored more points. I think if a few more of our shots went in, yeah, we could have won the game. Math was never my best subject, but I'm pretty sure that's how it would work out. Oh, and another thing, we could have not let them score as many points. So if we scored more and they scored less, I definitely think we would have won. Don't quote me on that though. No, wait, actually, on second thought, please do quote me on that. I might even have to tweet that later tonight.